So in this video, I'll be teaching you how to write a letter of intent in support of a tourist visa. Yes. So we say, do I need a letter to support my documents? You need it. You really, really, really need it. If you are going to study, you need it. If you are going for business, you need it. Yes, you need it, especially if you are applying to advanced countries. The only people that not really need it are people that maybe they are meeting with the consular, one-on-one meeting with the consular. So you really, really, really need it. And don't forget, writing the letter is not about blowing, speaking grammar. I can speak grammar. I understand grammar. No, understanding grammar have nothing to do with writing a letter to the consular, the consular, yes, consulate officer. And the funniest part of it is most of them do not even speak good English. They don't really understand English. So blowing grammar is just as if you are complicating things. So that is not what they really want to see in your letter. So let me start with the introduction. Yes, introduction. What is a letter of intent? I think I have already talked about that. It's a letter that you write to support your documents. Maybe you are applying for study there to study abroad or for tourism. You understand, or for business or to work abroad, you need a supporting letter. That is where you will tell them who you are, things that are not in your documents. That is where you tell them maybe there is a one issue or areas you need to explain things better. That is where it is through the letter that you inform them all those things. So there is a logic to it. It's not just a normal regular letter that you write. So you need to apply some principles. So it is those principles that I will be teaching you in this video. So the first thing to know is to understand who you are. So understanding who you are is very, very, very important. For instance, you are a farmer, and the way you will write your letter is different to the way a professor will write his or her own letter. I hope someone is following me. So if you are a teacher, and ditto to other professions. So you need to be very, very watchful of this. So that is it. So they don't expect you that you serve embassy, that you are maybe a school start holder to be to write to they don't expect to see your letter sound like maybe a letter that is written by a professor. You understand what I'm saying? I hope someone is following me. Good and fine. So that is it about understanding yourself. You need to understand who you are, who you tell embassy that you are really are. So that is it. So I hope everybody know this is normal uh, informal letter, how to write normal letter, informal letter. That is an address, your address, the embassy address. Then now follow the first thing to do. The first paragraph we talk about yourself. That is the first paragraph. You can see it here. It talks about yourself. That is where you tell embassy your name, what you do for a living, yeah, your home address. You can include it. You include it. The time you intend to travel and the time you intend to leave the country. That is where you tell them those things. So that is it in the first paragraph. So let's now move to the second paragraph. Don't forget this class is all about is fully practical. So I make it I made it practical so you can I make it practical so you can be able to revisit in case you are trying to write it yourself and there is an angle you have issue. You can revisit uh my my page and to correct yourself. So that is it. If you are watching my video for the first time, do well to subscribe so you can see more of my videos when it drops. So let's go now to the next paragraph. So we have done with the introduction. That's where you tell your embassy about yourself. You make sure you include your passport number. They really, really want to see your passport number, as you can see it here. You tell them where you work. You tell them if you are traveling alone, let them know. If you are traveling with family, let them know. Also, yes, you tell them all those basic information. If you have a child, that's where you tell them all those things. Just tell them basic information there. Yes. So let's now go to the next paragraph. This is where you now tell them the information you tell them here is about your trip. You understand? Pardon. The information you tell them here is about your trip. It's related to where you are going, time you are leaving, you understand, and time you return to your country and your workplace, where you work, what you do for a living. So we now take it now to the next paragraph. That is where you tell embassy brief information about yourself, your family background. Yes, brief information about your family background. So this is where you tell them your child, about your children, your wife, your father, your mother, your extended family. That is it about the second paragraph. So the third paragraph is where you tell them the reason for your trip. Tell them the reason for your trip. So why you picked Canada ahead of other countries. So this is where you let them know that you tell them the core reasons for your core reasons for your trip. So this is where you tell them maybe I because they expect they feel like why choosing Canada ahead of other countries. Canada is not the only country in the world. So why did you decide to pick Canada ahead of other countries? So they are really, really concerned about that. So that's where you tell them maybe it's your childhood dream. You've always willing to visit Canada since your childhood, and so on and so. Not only Canada, don't forget, I only use Canada here as a case study. So you tell them the country you are going. You understand? Maybe it's Belgium, it's Italy, anywhere you are going. That's where you tell them. So now move to the next paragraph. This is getting interesting now. So this is where you tell them the places you intend to visit in the country you are going. You understand? So here you also tell them you can see here, and you can also tell them the amount you intend to spend. Don't forget, there is also day-to-day itinerary. I'll do a video on day-to-day itinerary where I'll show you how it looks like and how to prepare your day-to-day itinerary. Just follow me. I'll do a video on that in my subsequent videos. So that is places you intend to visit, wherever you're going. So next paragraph is the funding plan. That is where you tell them how you the amount you intend to spend, where you're going. That's the funding plan. And this is also where you tell them who is going to sponsor the trip. Is it co-sponsored? Is it are you the is it co-sponsored? Is it sponsored by your boss or by someone else? Who else is contributing to your trip? How much do you intend to spend? That's where you inform the embassy. Also, here you also inform them about your accommodation there. Yes, about your accommodation, where you intend to stay. Are you staying with a family member? Are you staying in a hotel? That's where you tell them. Here you also tell them about your your flight itinerary. That's where you tell them if you have booked your flight ahead, you have booked, you will tell them the airline you will be traveling with. You can see that here that at the end, I I highlighted the things, I mean the documents that uh is being attached, that are being attached to my to my application. So you can see here now, kindly find attached documents. So you let them know that those documents are being attached to your application. So the next the next paragraph, which is very very paramount, is home ties. Yes, home tie. So this is where you tell embassy uh, why they should not be afraid. Why they should not be afraid. What do you have back at home that will make you to go back to your home country? So embassy really want to know. So this is where you inform them about your home ties. So home ties could be your investment, your family, your anything that is very very huge that you have back home. That is what is home ties is. So that is what is home tie is. So it could be anything. So what you have back home that will make you not to stay back in their country, that is home ties. So next, which is not 100%, which is not a must, that is travel history. If you have travel history, then you let them know here. That is the next paragraph. But if you don't have, no issue, you skip that paragraph. So next, which is the last, is declaration. That is where you pledge that you will return to your home, where you will return to your home country, and also tell them to contact you for further verification if necessary. And you end it with thank you very much for your valuable time. Regards. That is it. And that is what embassy really want to hear from you. You can see now that it's not about maybe you blow grammar. So they just want to know the basic things. Those basic things, those are things they want to know. They want you to tell them in your letter of intent. So if you find this video interesting, do well to subscribe so you can see more of my video when it drops. I'll see you some other time with another interesting topic. Bye for now.